He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. He was looking for some running.
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those.
Sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans.
It's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play. And they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Now looking to throw back to the middle. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again. He can do it different ways. He can hurt you running between the tackles. He's got great vision, but he's also got a lot of speed. And I love the fact that this offense can go option. They can trust the quarterback to make the right decision, pitch it out to him wide.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And it's complete off the fake. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Powers through the defender. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. They'll go to the ground. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got an open man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
He's got it for 2, and we're all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Goes to the option. Oh, he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. The option look. Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man, it's Cuevas. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Now the play fake. Looking down the middle. Big tight end makes the grab, it's a first down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. So they gamble on fourth down in the first. Breaks into the open. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Not much drives or anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. The screen, he's got wheels, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! They got the touchdown, but now they want the two to tie this baby up. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll leave it with him. Turning it off. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And with that last carry, ended triple digits. Over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Got the quick pass. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And more importantly, we've got an early barn burner as both teams have come out firing, as you'll see on the stats. If you like offense, this 2nd quarter is probably going to be a game for you. Down here. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Midfield, he's got room. Running through and runs through another guy. All by himself down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his...
Bounced right back to them.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the 2nd quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happened.
There he goes! And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Running back searching for a hole. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Swings it out to his running back. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. He's going for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
Looking to throw. Here's the pressure. Touchdown, Bama!
plays. This is why quarterbacks with this kind of athletic ability are so hard to stop. Big time.
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. Strong, firm tackle. After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it. Turns it on down the left side. Inside the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He gets it in there for the two-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, we're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense...
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. The give is to Miller. At the 35, he's open. Stumbled to the ground. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He'll pull it down and run. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Trying play action. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He'll throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. Touchdown time. The defense takes matters into its own hands. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Getting set for the point after. Looking to throw it. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point able to secure the onside kick. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Extending the play. Blasted as he lets it go. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. And he'll finish the run
offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Knocked out of bounds at the 43, but an outstanding return there. Here comes that Alabama offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Young. Can't get him to the ground. Makes it past the marker. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. And that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's a heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch play?
And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory, and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got him downfield. He's brought down the one on a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Gamecocks are threatening in the red zone. Starting to feel a little pressure. Going for 6. Touchdown! zone for the score. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. He's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
A nice job being gapped sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Steps away. Finds space on the right. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. Run the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. Found a little open space. Unfortunately, it was in the wrong direction. 2nd and long coming up. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Floating away. That's caught, it's Young. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Alabama pushing the tempo. Off play action. Here comes the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the sack all the way back into 5.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield. And that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. Shows him the stiff arm. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. This offense has it with really good field position. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Simpson. He's got it and still on his feet. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Wants to go up top. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points, and then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense, nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Keeps it on the bootleg.
Think about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
He's into the end zone for the 2, and the lead is now at 16. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Here comes that Alabama offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs... Oh, what a move to get open! And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Moving out of the pocket. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Ball is loose. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. He'll toss it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll line up for a second down play. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders.
Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on third down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
Backed up now, here's second and long. To throw, it's Sellers. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Jumped on top of the pile.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Gamecocks come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Complete downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on fourth down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
The Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They get to him as he throws. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. Fourth down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big fourth down conversion.
We're late in the game now. You've got the lead. You want to run the football. If you can generate a few first downs running the ball now, you can take these seconds and bleed them right off the clock to win.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
And I love love the defense here, playing downhill, playing fast, understand it's third and goal. I don't have as much space behind me. I can be more aggressive on that touch pass. They come up, they set the edge, they make the big tackle.
They took the 3 on that last possession, and now they'll try to get it back on the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
Well, it's one thing to be aggressive. It's another thing to be greedy, and that's what they're doing now. They've got the lead, and they're like, no, we're still going to go onside kick this thing and try to maintain possession and just not give you the ball back. And that's exactly what they did. They go out, they execute, they have it, and they're trying to add insult to injury.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Going back to the well, another deep ball. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Lost a throw on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Almost had the completion, just missed it. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down.
You're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where's the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
It's dropped, and oh, what a... to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. They'll run it on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run the option. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, South Carolina! Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense has the ball first today. We've got a battle that you two are going to love, and so is everybody else for that matter. High-octane offense, stonewall defense. As they say, something's got to give, Jesse.
Yeah, this is a classic example here of the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, right? Something has got to give, and you really got to dive into the X's and O's in a game like this because every single individual matchup on the field matters when these two teams play each other.
Yeah, and these are just fun, right? Like great versus great. Like who's going to win? Which style's going to prevail? Both these teams have been able to impose their will week after week on their opponents. Now, high-powered matchup. Who's going to get the win?
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
Steps away to find some room. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Unleashes one. Makes the catch. Converts on fourth down. Is still on his feet.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on the team.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their...
Snags it down the right side. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. The RPO, it's complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David? Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
And this defense has kind of been up and down on this opening drive, right? That's their second sack, which is good. They need more of those plays, but they've given up a lot of yards. Down here, this part of the field, man, this defense is going to have to find a way to make a few more plays to keep them out of the end zone.
Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Offenses don't like being in this situation. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Bringing the heat. He's moving out of the pocket. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question, it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that.
Touchdown! He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Excellent job by the kicker. Team a pretty minimal gain on that return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Dances away. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, the receiver is going to hate watching film and watching that play back because that was a touchdown, and he dropped.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. On the run, fires downfield. With the catch, it's Smith. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Fires to the wideout. No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. This guy can throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bennett. Turning it on. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field, so he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
Lets it go to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do down to execution, Reese, you've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Ball goes out of bounds. The onside kick is unsuccessful, and they'll take over after the penalty. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Back to throw, it's Russell. Gonna let it fly. He's got it at the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. want to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air on first down. Skips away from pressure. Firing to the right, complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll run play action. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown time. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
This guy is such a weapon for this offense, especially down in the red area, because of his speed and his size. He's a...
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. And they'll knock him down. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving...
Wide open, he makes the catch. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work first and 10. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Escapes the sack. Lining up to convert third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Fourth and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. Quarterback making adjustments. Under fire. Looking for his man in the middle. Off the play fake on first down. Dances away to buy time. Grabbed behind the line. It's Miller. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Looking to fire. The throw. With the catch, it's Miller. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Back to pass on second down. Going right and going deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. To the air, it's Russell. Forced out of the pocket. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
On fourth down, going to the air. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. Fourth down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
He's looking to the fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the two. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. It's year 5 now for Shane Beamer at South Carolina. The Gamecocks coming off their best season since 2013. Now the question is, what's a realistic ceiling?
And I think getting to that 10-win mark. Last year they had 9 wins, but the offense took off, and having a dude like Lenora Sellers, Jesse, that's a full-grown man that can do so much for an offense. Excited to see if he can take that next step.
Yeah, I think based on his success last year, that helped out the portal, that helped out high school recruiting. Guys want to play with him. He's that exciting. So I think the quarterback spot, I think that's a huge key to see if the Gamecocks can take that next step.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. Buying some time. Going to try to get it himself. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The short hands, it's Bennett. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The give from the gun. Oh, he's got a chance. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
The offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can...
Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to find another play. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Under fire. Complete out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Back to pass, it's Russell. Moving away from pressure. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Alabama quickly back to the line. The inside handoff. Almost got to the sticks on third down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Gamecocks! A great catch and run for 6.
That was a big touchdown because it keeps this thing within striking distance now going into the second half. That touchdown there puts so much pressure on the opponent. Guys, we've got a ball game. I can't wait to see how this thing's going to turn out.
Here comes the 2-point try. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Looking to buy time. It's caught for the 2-point conversion, and this offense builds some momentum going into halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the third. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
They keep it on the ground to open the third. Fights off a defender. Picks up the first down, still moving. Attack! Touchdown, Alabama! He would not be denied.
Hey, that's not how you draw it up. But how about the offense and the awareness?
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Here comes the option. Quick toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Alabama pushing the tempo. On the option. He'll pitch it. Turning it up. Heading to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run on the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it.
It's a fake. Holder looking to throw. And he's got it off the fake. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting. It's a fumble. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There's certainly still a hill to climb, and they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown time. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
A few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you... option after a play like that.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Right down the middle. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. The Tide offense rolls onto the field.
They decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll run the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the beatdown has ensued. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
he's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much.
They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on them.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and
oh, he's got some space. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Zings it complete to the right. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect.
And they fake. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. They'll operate out of split backs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
He'll pitch it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Now on the option. Now the pitch. There he goes. Touchdown, Alabama! Great job by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making.
It's a fake, and the holder's going to try to throw for it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick.
16.
And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Miller with the ball. Got enough for the 1st. Open space at the 25. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Dropping back, it's Russell. Keeps looking downfield. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab near the marker, it's Bennett. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. Fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass. Looking to scramble. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the 2nd half, but we saw...
It's a fake. He wants to throw. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on 4th down. They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't get the completion. You always wonder, why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play? Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Slings it downfield. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quick completion on the out. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Not much reason to go for the onside kick at this point, except they want to run up the score. That's why they call them the hands team. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. To the air. It's Nolan. Rushes on him. That's reeled in. It's Bennett. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Now on 2nd down. They go to the ground. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down.
3rd down is money down. You've got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your...
But they're cornering the market on fakes. Here comes another one. Lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. Have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. They want that clock to run. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead.
Breaks into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. They'll throw it from the red zone. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Defense credit, they have hemmed him in all game. There's been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake. Quarterback adapting. Lets it fly deep downfield.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been.
Unleashes one deep. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.